Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hilfsreich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to a ravishingly exciting 1-versus-1 on fame and will approach between MajorDong fighting here for Germany, for the Reich, and the 15th Panzergrenadier Division holding the line here, or well, attacking the lines of Miragefla fighting for the United States 2nd Infantry Division. He charged with holding a vital village, covering a vital supply line. Whoever shall be the victor here, but we are looking at armor, airborne, and mechanized for Miragefla, for MajorDong. It's mechanized, spearhead, and lightning war. So, also quick note here, no mid-game analysis. I've been sadly a bit lacking in replays, and I only found one here very late in the evening, so I'm going to slightly cut off mid-game analysis, basically sort of keep things a bit more, you know, within a chance of me getting some sleep. But otherwise, hopefully this should show my dedication towards the Propagandacast and of course providing regular and good quality entertainment and education to you on a daily basis. Immediately choosing here though, airborne here for Miragefla. Rearson choosing one way, rifle spreading out, so that way he's going for the broad approach, so that way sort of, you know, partly feel out the positions of his opponent, but at the same time and also be sure he doesn't get locked down in just one part of the map if something goes case on one side. Meanwhile, looks like here MajorDong is pretty aggressively going for the south here. Grenadiers arriving, points up north being secured as well. Following up with another rifle squad here for Miragefla. Moving forward there with the M1 Garans, the GIs, standing for general issue. More Grenadier arriving there for MajorDong, equipped with their Kar-98Ks. And there we go, fuel secured, more than munitions also secured.
Rifle squad ready for action.
Third rifle squad have to need here to the rifle, getting definitely heavily pressured here by the Grenadier tank from the north. Up south, or down south, not up south, the Pioneers securing territory there. Rearson troops and rifles seem to be falling a bit back here for Miragefla. More rifle troops sneaking in, and there goes actually going for the northern field point as well, ensuring that in case something goes wrong here, I mean he'll be able to sort of hold up, but looks like he might be up to something maybe. He's falling a bit back, but it's not a complete rout so far. Rifleman falling back. North of field point almost is Germany, so when they go, got an MG42 there for MajorDong. And we're seeing a fine position here being dark in the middle of the road. Good thing it's not asphalt, eh John? Yeah. Good thing those Belgians never heard of asphalt. Well, at least in this part of Belgium anyways. Then he's taking me not far from the rifleman. And at the same time here, not a good position. I mean, there's only one window to really fire out, so this is really to the advantage of the rifleman. Both fuel points actually now in the hands of Miragefla. That'll definitely give him a notable fuel advantage early on. And there you go, got the fighting position ready. Rifle grenades flying out across here. Nice hit there, really devastating one on MajorDong's Grenadier squads, leaving poor Jürgen not feeling frightfully happy. There you go, Pioneers moving in. The fighting position continues. Could also consider upgrading with a 50 cal to further firepower guarding the southern fuel point. At the same time, the fight continues here. The Grenadiers are not really doing well either. So we do see another guy squad here trying to flank. That's good. That's good. Meanwhile, the Grenadiers were forced away. Heavily damaged. Rifle position fight on here. Rear troops fighting from the rear position, but the rifle need to fall back.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Now might be the time to dispatch the rifle there from the support north south there. Oh, rifling it again. Doing a lot of damage. Almost wiping out the Pioneers, but not quite. But there we go. The rear troops there with a quick M1 carbine shot. Gets another blighter. Definitely some mean shots there. Rifle also flying from the building. And there we go. Almost got the fuel. Almost. And same here, but still. Notable fuel advantage there to Miragefla within the first few minutes. And he's actually taking advantage. He's going with it. He's going straight on for the company command post. Going for a captain. Captain Jones. Captain Jones. Where are you going, Captain Jones? An interesting move there. Of course, he might go then for an early steward rush. That way gaining a lot armor advantage versus his opponent. That actually proved to be quite solid. And certainly the captain will also got versus an early scout car from MajorDong and the 15th Panzergrenadiers. Semi-fresh out of Italy at this point. Points there being secured. We are noting here about 3 Grenadier squads. Points being cut off, secured. MG42 continues to guard here the centre. And he's up to 4 rifle squads now here as well. Miragefla, rather heavy infantry presence. Could maybe have replaced one of them with a Pathfinder unit. But there you go, still. Lots of infantry there, and there we go, the captain as well. Stuart light tank not too far off. Personally, though, I actually prefer sort of trying to at least avoid mixing the captain with the airborne, since you can usually sort of just call in the anti-tank. Of course, the Stuarts are sort of reasonably well, but usually again prefer sort of then skipping this, maybe going for lieutenant or the major. But in this case, he did go for the captain, so of course we'll have to see. And again, considering the current situation, I think he should rush for a Stuart so that way try and gain some early advantage, pushing versus the infantry, maybe forcing MajorDong to get a bit more on the defensive with the risk, of course, of the Stuart light tank wiping out some of the units. Will also deal with light vehicles. I mean, there would be a few options that come. There go, got the infantry great to flank. That is, they're holding up the building with a light machine gun. Definitely being a bit more of a threat there. 50 cal balls available to drop. He could consider it. I mean, it would add some more heavier firepower to his forces. Could allow him to hold a point, then sort of hold down some of the infantry. And there you go, lighter punchy spearwagon arriving there for MajorDong. Racial troops hanging back down there. He could, I suppose, lay down a finding position. Some barbed wire or tank traps could also work. There you go. Scout car charges forwards. No veterans here, most of the rifle here from Miragefla. So there's no real threat there of anti-tank rifle. Of course, there's the captain, but the captain was interesting enough, really not moved out to the fuel oil in the center position where maybe could ambush the scout car with a quick volley of bazookas straight into the crowd car. There we go, though. Almost got the scout car. Almost, but not quite. The scout car fiendishly pulling back for repairs. Now we're seeing an ambulance here on the way. Good, good. Though, again, pardon me, would like to see a Stuart out soon to strike down the foes of the United States of America and liberty. That would definitely give him a bit of early punch, if anything. And particularly if you consider the timing, it would then almost be maybe... Particularly, could also speed it up with the captain, actually. I mean, remember, the captain's supervisor ability can speed up the production of vehicles and everything there noticeably. So, I mean, that way, going for a Stuart light tank and then quickly, supervising. But no, he actually goes for Pathfinders now. He's got then quite a bit of infantry of different calibers. Again, a part of me would then actually think, again, the Stuart might be better. Then he could have followed up with Pathfinders, maybe some airborne afterwards. Though, of course, that is merely my opinion. But again, I mean, if you're going to rush for the captain, in particular versus the Wehrmacht, I almost feel like you need to try and go for the Stuart. In particular, considering the amount of fuel he actually got out of this. In that regard, he might be slightly dropping the ball here. Although, of course, now we then pack out. But still, even then, well handled, the Stuart could sort of, cause MajorDong to be a lot more defensive and give up a lot of ground. In particular, considering Feynman, where it's a lot of terrain that blocks a lot, there would be a lot of opportunities there for the Stuart to sort of sweep in and out. So now, there's my thoughts there. Larger pushes towards the north. In this case, though, a lot of tractive guard versus it. The MD and other things are moving south, though looks like it's doubling back in response to the Northern American incursion. Prepping telemines there. Well, maybe of course about the Stuart rush or any kind of other vehicle rush. Of course, a good spot for the telemine there for MajorDong. Rifle grenades, so yes, research grenades. Good, good. That should definitely make the MD4 to a lot less effective. Rifle grenade that returns back. Look, Dieter, our grenades can explode. Take that, Yankees. You and your silly smoke. But yeah, it does help them not getting shot. Well, if they're blown up, they can't shoot back. Problem solved. Scout car pushing through. Actually got a bit shot there, I think, by the 50 cal position. He could actually risk losing it here. I mean, there's a rifle squad here in the way with a anti-tank rifle grenade. That could prove to be a bit problematic here. Question is, will Dong brave it, or will he take another path, hoping to avoid a explosive death on the road? Miragefla once more going for the fuel, boldly, bravely. A few other men have gone before. There you go, paratroopers ready to join the fight for the United States. Captain moving up there with his bazookas. Rifleman not doing too well, and there we go, looks like, oh, there we go, Rifleman in the way. Anti-tank rifle going off there. And there we go. destroyed engine as well. Ah, scheiße. Over to MajorDong as his scout car gets wrecked and blown to bits, leaving a nice smouldering campfire on the muddy road. Getting an anti-tank gun there, adding something a bit more serious. And Panzer Grenadiers surrounding him, MajorDong, providing a more solid threat there. But MajorDong has definitely been pushed back here now by Miragefla, again attacking sort of cross, using his large infantry force to sort of attack Dong on several points. The Pathfinder is also slowly draining out things a bit. So there's a lot there to sort of keep in mind at the moment. Now, of course, you need to try and somehow secure the territory. Well-positioned fighting positions, or 50 calibers could do the trick. I mean, he doesn't really have many other options, and that's part of the fact we didn't go for the lieutenant, though, because he's got no option for, say, getting an M20 and then laying down some anti-tank mines. And I've got hiccups, yay! But looks like here, I mean, note here, MajorDong's actually preparing it. He's, you know, realizing, okay, I'm making a big push south, and I'm preparing everything sort of in preparation for whatever my opponent might prepare. There is an MD42 and a Pack 40. In fact, he might be setting up to sort of try and fight the fighting position. There are smaller forces being headed north as well. But again, no major effort here. Though, of course, he might have slightly misjudged because you've got about the rifle grenades, you did not consider them. And then go rifle grenade and pineapple grenade combo. Then in this case, it might as well just been a regular pineapple that got thrown at them for all the good that did. More smoke, more grenades, but nonetheless this counterattack here from Miragefla has stalled down there due to the decent preparation there by MajorDong, although it was a bit close there. Had that pineapple grenade not been a dart, things could have looked a lot less pleasant. Although at the same time he had an option there for maybe flanking around at the same time, I don't know. But the fight for the future continues, the Pathfinders continuing there with their M1 carbines and scope Garans, or Springfields or whatever. Troops reinforcing, rebuilding, anti-tank gun moving out. Miragefla continuing to sort of dominate the map, though again, there's a slight overall lack in defences to sort of hold large amounts of territory. And we do see a Major now, so he's going straight for the bigger armour, which of course is also a viable option. Which could obviously why he didn't go for the Stuart. Again, I do think the early Stuart could have given a few options to further pressure MajorDong, but that is obviously the past now. Counterfactual history will not do us any good on this point. But there we go, a nice rifle grenade there, blowing apart the... No, not the captain for once, but some of his aides. There you go again, smoke up, he makes good use of smoke, that's great to see from Miragefla. He's certainly doing his best to sort of minimise the amount of firepower he can then take from the enemy, although in this case, the Panzer Grenadiers don't really care about it. And in this case, Miragefla clearly wasn't expecting that, or was a bit too slow there either way. The riflemen, veteran riflemen by the way, were absolutely gutted there by the assault rifle equipped Panzer Grenadiers. Less than good news there. Taking up, by the way, has been done. We do see a support armor co-op. He could go for a Stug, he could go for a flak panzer, and of course might play straight for Panzer IV, depending on how he feel about his current situations, whatever his opponent Miragefla might throw at him. A Stug would be sort of early, sort of aggressive choice. Of course, with a few weaknesses. Flak Panzer would be sort of, if he felt confident he wouldn't be hit by armor right away, and the Panzer IV would sort of be the safe choice in some regards. So of course, to a certain extent, his Stug is also not exactly a half-back choice. Though it is certainly fraught with a bit more risk for, say, less initiated players. Paratroops have been dropped down there as well. Rather than there, click, they need to get out of there unless they fancy dropping further down below. Miragefla, they're still maintaining a reasonably good grip, but now MajorDong is sort of striking back harder and harder. And Miragefla is seemingly risky, sort of overwhelming. He could consider moving his point forwards here with the Major, using the ambulance down that way, you know, having less time to retreat, thus giving MajorDong less time to sort of exploit the retreat times of Miragefla. I mean, that's definitely a possibility for him to consider. But so far does not seem to cross his mind.
forces are securing our territory.
There we go. We do in fact see a flak panzer is on the way here for MajorDong, the Ostwind flak panzer.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
And we also see, actually, submachine guns there for the paratroopers. The Thompson submachine gun. Very powerful submachine gun due to the fact it fired some pretty large rounds. We're talking almost 50 caliber. So it was a submachine gun with quite a bit of punch. Also diesel magazine, although World War II wise, I mean, they did not really go for the iconic drum magazine, but more for the regular stick magazine. Drum magazines had a few issues. In regards to partly amounts, of course, they were also bloody heavy. Though for some of the case of the Soviet PPS 841, which used the same, I mean, there were some problems with the magazine being too loaded and actually being weakened. And there we go, Ostwind flak panzer mobilizes, moves forwards. There you go, support by the Pack 40 goes in, but there you go, we got the captain firing back, responding with hostile force, obviously. The anti-tank gun here, by the way, not really well positioned by Miragefla, and he's actually moving around here. It's a bit of a risky situation considering that Ostwind could actually easily outmaneuver it using the buildings for cover, so I'm not convinced this is the best and wisest move right there from Miragefla, but looks like a slightly bigger response. But arrived here, the M43 Sherman moves through the woods to arrive to the front line. Major holding up position there. Pathfinder's capturing the camera pushing in from the north here. And of course at the same time MajorDong just needs to keep moved here so he can cover things here. I mean the real problem here is if Miragefla moves the anti-tank gun over there, but he's not at the moment. At the same time though we see pressure on the west flank, and there we go. Artillery strike I think by the Major to sort of force away Dong from his flank there. At the same time the German moving down south here, striking of these Germans. Got a sort of action across the frontage here. Very nasty fight. And very nasty fighting. But there you go, regaining the fuel at the same time that he managed to gain the southern fuel there. So sort of a bit more of a seesaw-ish action going on here. Which is certainly better for MajorDong, since that means he's got a better chance of actually holding some fuel for a bit longer, and of course also the nitrogen holding fuel. Alternating two packs now, he's keeping them sort of more in a pack front. Able to sort of quickly decimate units. But there you go, make good use of the building. And at this point, he should probably, if not already, move to high close rounds, sort of get better damage versus packs of infantry. I mean, some players have a slight knack for forgetting about the high close rounds of their Shermans. But he seems heavily occupied there with the Ostwind. Interesting move again, considering the Ostwind can't do much better than the Shermans, where the packs can. And I think he actually didn't go for high close rounds, obviously as we couldn't damage the flak pants. I think had he gone for the high close rounds, he probably could have cleared out the packs, and then the Ostwind would have been left open, and certainly MajorDong would also have been open. So that was right there, actually, I think, a very bad tactical decision there by Miragefla. He missed a really huge opportunity to basically cripple MajorDong anti-tank wise. I mean, getting those two packs, there was nothing could done to capture them. He could easily knock them out and wreck them, and ensured that MajorDong would have been extremely weak towards. Instead, he tried to go for the Ostwind and allowed the pack forward to largely do some damage, getting close to veteran C1 in both cases, or at least in one case. Of course, he will still be operational. So I don't think that was a very good decision there by Miragefla. Though, of course, he might have had his reasons, but from my perspective, of course, and that's a bit, of course, you know, hindsight, which, of course, there are a lot of fun saying about, you know, so still, I mean, again, for other players in the future, you know, keep that in mind, And they're all going to engage for the stormtroopers, paratroopers there, and the Thompsons are definitely making short work of the Grenadiers, almost wiping out the entire unit in one go. Good lord. Though, of course, at the same time, they may be gone for Browning light machine guns. They could also done a lot of damage. And generally, I mean, most cases, well, recommend a Browning light machine gun force. Of course, some maps might benefit submachine guns. Well, I suppose this could work. Pathfinders continue to hold up here. A 50 caliber here might be more suited for that building. Scott not really doing a lot, though. There's some easy targets down south now. And we're seeing a Sturmgeschütze on the way for the Panzergrenadier Division. Sherman moving out, supporting the northern part, whereas the Scot will bravely harass the Krauts down south. And apparently also the telephone lines. Damn the telephone lines. Oh, to Miragefla. And indeed, he's not using high explosive rounds. In that regard, he's very much missing out on opportunity to do some serious damage to the infantry. Of course, now the chance is more or less going to slip out of there, so we got the first, Sturmgeschütz arriving. An assault gun. Which will definitely cause a bit of harm there to Miragefla's infantry, but of course also his armour. In particular, hits veterans 1 against target weak point, in which case the Sherman could be in a bit of trouble. Nice bit of work there. Grenadiers there not faring too well either. Anti-tank gun no went to help. Pointing in the wrong direction very much. Bit of resources being floated. He might want to consider getting a Jackson to help deal with the armor or another Sherman again, switching out high explosive and then try to clear out the Pack 40s in a more final manner. Or he could also just consider getting more anti-tank guns and then starting to sort of cover the more vital areas. But there you go, got the Stuke moving forwards, got the Pack 40 moving forwards. Centre's definitely going to be a hotspot again. Enough, he seems to be trying to bombard the ND-42. You should be able to see the Pack 40, but I suppose not. But there you go, nice flank there by the Austrian and the Pack 40. Scott needs to get away. Sadly does not have veterancy for the smoke. Now he's got the anti-tank gun switching around to deal with the Austrian. Stuke though and Pack 40 advancing from the centre, firing away there. And good smoke there. Captain joining in with his bazookas. Sherman's firing smoke as well. Interesting, interesting. Good, good. Need to get moving in there. Close in. Get a grenade maybe on the Pack 40 and what? No, apparently not. And tactical movement here though in response from MajorDong, quickly allowing his troops to advance swiftly, brutally to respond to this American assault. Veterans run, but again with high close rounds, he probably could have done a lot more to decimate MajorDong's advancing force. Instead, it was quite the opposite. Panzerfaust about to go off there, hitting the rear of the Sherman. Rifleman advancing, but straight again to a lot of fire, and the Flak Panzer successfully leads to counterattack, decimating the American forces and causing an ultimate rout there from Miragefla. The anti-tank gun not in a condition, by the way, to support, pointing in the wrong direction. Bit chaotic here, and artillery sets off again from Major. I'm not sure if that's a bug or intentional, but sometime after usually the first barrage, the barrage will fire again. That move there, and straight into the anti-tank and the Sherman. He might lose the Flak Panzer, though we're gaining Russians one there. And take aim, take aim. He did it, but sadly wasn't quite the help he thought it was maybe here. But now MajorDong is much stronger. Stuke, though, handling could maybe do a bit more work. I mean, he had plenty of targets there, but sadly never quite get any shots off there, killing any of the Americans.
All done over here. Good to go.
Sherman's being repaired. Pack covering here, though he seems to be sort of consolidating the packs again. Again, tactical movement. He seems very fond of it. Sort of quickly move across the terrain. Mobilize his forces. That's good. That's nice to see. I mean, it's been some times we've also seen tactical movement in play. Stuke moving up here. I'm not entirely sure why sending in alone with no sight at all. In fact, he was very close to getting completely blown to bits. And finally, we got a Jackson on the way from Miragefla. Though, of course, another Sherman also worked. Again, with high explosive rounds, though. I mean, some players do in general seem rather reluctant to use high explosive rounds to deal with the infantry for some reason. Which again, do think might have cost him a few chances to sort of really cripple MajorDong during this battle. He's also got a bit of resources. I mean, again, he could easily get another Sherman. He could also get another Scott, for example, so that way quickly bombard. Oh, never mind. He's got now full pop caps, so never mind. Though he could still do something. He could actually research. He could go for bazookas or BIRs and his firepower. Or he might be saving up for here, in which case, he could also go for munitions catches. I mean, he's got a ton of resources, he might as well spend them on something that can help his forces gain a further edge. Rather than just flooding manpower at the very least. Stuke they're being repaired. Good Arbeit.
More kids get to fight the wars. Gather round. Crew ready. Area's ours.
Then 36 Jackson moving ahead, though a bit on its own, need to be careful there. 4-6 later, 4-6. Captain pushing it, they're going to just find the warp. On their own. Not sure why holding tiny enemies with the Stugits generally benefits from being able to shoot whatever's in its line of sight more or less, in particular infantry. It's just been my opinion.
The enemy is overrunning one of our
Another head-on assault there, no smoke for him on the other hand. Though he's not really got much that can deploy it, so never mind. Still taking a few shots there. Basically 2 on the anti-tank gun. And the captain successfully holding off a larger pioneer force trying to strike down to Pesky Americans, shooting more fire. Flight action on the flank, but overall not much there. I mean, most of it's not really setting up in the center, trying to both sort of control it. Osman almost knocked down. Not touch over sensing moving the Stu game where the anti-tank gun can hit. Oh, looks like he's actually pulling back. Miragefla might be getting a bit concerned. Still got resources floated there.
Sherman ready to go.
He's still not really doing much with it. Cannot help but feel that could turn out to be a critical mistake right there by Miragefla. I mean, even if you got full population count, I mean, you still need to sort of try and use something with your resources. Again, you know, get our upgrades, when we get some munitions caches.
Air support now available.
So at the very least could build up for rocket straight, but at the same time equipment's riflemen better. I mean, imagine we could get a lot of BRs then, that could make things a lot harder here for MajorDong's infantry, but there we go. Again, tactical movement, now kind of is with Gewehr 43s. Pedro doing pretty well on the right flank. Ooh, Scott moving too close, Scott moving too close! Oh, never mind, took half the unit with it. There's 75 million high close around there. Good lord. And Stu got knocked out somehow. I missed that. Looks like the AT gun did it though. Sherman driving in. Focusing on the infantry, but again using armor-piercing rounds, not the high explosives. Head on assault straight into an MG42, not the wisest idea there by Miragefla. And there we go, into the arming rounds, that's great. Grenades, flak panzer, pack 40s, fusilating the Sherman there. Still. Miragefla's back to Honcho most of that. They gave up the victory point. I think you should get that back because they can further drain MajorDong there. And the faster you can drain him, the better.
Rounds complete. Breach clear. What the hell am I meant to do with these recruits? Green is green. Close it up. Nope. Grab your shit, man. A capture point is under attack. Ground AT is great.
And there goes Scott taking heavy damage. Pop smoke. Getting out of that situation while the flak patcher charges in. Maybe I'm just going to get some good cheap shots. And at the same time, taking advantage of all the action, the tend to sort of push up the right flank. If you do see some upgrades back being handed out, BARs did get researched. Looks like he popped only one BAR on the squad. Again, he's got tons of resources floating there again. I really think you should do something with it instead of just floating with them. So the more again you can turn things around. MajorDong, the better, plus of course you risk all of these resource calls when you then can finally build them. Of course all the other resources, all the other men have been turning to experience from MajorDong's troops. And of course the resource he'll be getting troops will of course will be fresh, so there are some problems there as well. Though Dong himself is also floating a lot of resources. That's no good either. Though I suppose, I mean he's probably gone for Lightning War, and I suppose about being up for the Tiger in case he just needs a bit more fuel, but even then, you know, get some fuel caches. Oh, he's got fuel caches, never mind. Well, get some more then. I suppose also pop cap for him, but there we go. A Tiger has arrived. Schwere Panzerabteilung, swift to provide support here for the 15th Panzer Grenadiers.
Looks like we're going in. Armor here. Boys, gather around and listen up, man. Let's give them hell, boys.
Must have been dominating here. They've got the Tiger advantage. Straight to Titanium. Switch over to armor piercing. Yes, there we go. Calling a strafing run as well. Rocket strafes. Give it everything you've got, man. Instead, no. You did not just go for every opportunity there to basically send that Tiger tank to, well, Kingdom Come. Jürgen, though, got hit by an armor piercing round, and well turned out to be a pretty good Jürgen piercing round as well. But now with the Tiger, MajorDong does possess a lot more leverage over Miragefla. Now, in fact, to him, quick look here at damage. We are only here the Miragefla's hit there, and also kill-wise is pretty close.
You have a Tiger to deploy. A squad of pioneers has arrived.
Grenadiers moving forward, Sherman opening up, Tiger joining as well. And Titanga not really well set up. It does seem like Miragefla has a slight knack there for not getting good pushing our way. Needs to feel time being rounds again. Maybe calling an airstrike now. Sherman down though. Sherman down those leads him so the crew as well, so could at least switch over to some of the other weapons. Still no sign of the armor piercing rounds. Jackson Scott moving in. Straight from the Pack 40s though. No smoke, no anything to sort of block them out or clear them out. Force moving in for the flank there. Jackson went down. This is actually a chaotic counterattack here from Miragefla. And there we go. Finally, the rocket strafe goes in. Finally. Almost getting it. Almost getting it. At the same time, we got a pack howitzer of all things around there for Miragefla. Now, all of a sudden, he's gone from having, well, most of the pop kept to barely none. So, a massive reversal there for him. At the same time, the Black Panthers taking heavy hits there from the US Air Force. Doing their best to keep those Yankee Yarbos out of the sky. Which is what they call them, Yarbos, for Jagdbomber or fighter bomber. Blitzing out of there, but looks like another pass might be on the way here. And down it went. Strike one, Kraut. Another follow-up strike just for good measure. Target those quickly getting repaired. A bit of a nasty engagement there, but in the end, I do rather feel like Miragefla fumbled that one. I mean, he could A, called in the rocket strike faster, and B, maybe he sort of hunted it down a bit better, and maybe also chosen a path that sort of took him out of range of the Pack 40s. So again, I mean, that early decision of not using high explosive rounds really coming back to bite Miragefla in the arse, as you might have been seeing there. As opposed to back how to sort of get some artillery that the anti-tank guns can't just blast down, in which case I suppose it works. Victory point wise though, Stein sort of lose the lead he had,
We fight bravely for the Reich.
which is certainly unfortunate for him. Got another Sherman there. Of course, he could switch out the crew from the old Sherman. That would quickly do good. Oh, the Pathfinders are almost murdered by the might of the Tiger. Oh, the Grenadiers finished them off. The Packs doing their deadly dance as they advance closer. And the Major here getting shot down possibly by a couple of Grenadiers who give Air 43s. Doing the best up close, but not really much worth it at this point. It looks like he might just have wasted him. An absolute shame there by Miragefla. And the Tiger ready to make another push here for the glory of Germany. And there we go. Also crew switched out. They good move by Miragefla. Good move. Ooh, and a Tillerman right there by MajorDong. Bit quick there, but looks like Miragefla did not notice. And the Raven are quick to fall back down the face of the Tiger. Damn close right there, damn close. The Panzers themselves have etched to flee as well. Definitely a mean group of customers, show them joining in, but quickly pelted there by the Pack 40s. Quickly pelted. Close to getting the Panzers there with the Scott though. Ooh, MajorDong there's placing a dangerous game, but looks like he succeeds this time around. And there we go, one pack actually wrecked. MajorDong had failed to properly maintain it. That was a bit unfortunate. He was close there to getting a Panther 4, might have decided against it, just thinking he might get another Tiger, I suppose.
Heavy Panzer here.
Didn't seem like he actually got a lot of BAR stuff for his forces. Oh wait, never mind, he got 2 on this squad. That'll definitely help a bit. No, he's not really got a lot of infantry left. In fact, that's might something he might want to sort of look into fixing. Before it's too late. And again, I would also say he might want to use some high close rounds to help deal with the infantry and leave the anti-tank business to the anti-tank gun. And of course, any tank destroyers. No armor-piercing rounds there. I mean, again, he should use it as much as possible when it comes to heavy armor, since it really gives him a better chance of making short work of it. Though, of course, you know, using high close rounds as the infantry will also help a lot here. But again, for some reason, Miragefla is not really interested in it. Maybe he just feels it isn't quite worth it, I don't know, but I do think he's making out opportunities again to sort of deliver some critical blows. And, oh dear, looks like the building collapsed there. Looks like no one were in it. I mean, usually, the Shermans with high close rounds would have gotten a lot more kills by this point. They might also have been more veteran, but again, for whatever reasons, Miragefla seems highly reluctant. He's turning front, but there again, good use of smoke there to quickly sort of stop the MD42 from doing much. And the paratroopers look like ready to sort of hit the flank there with the Thompson submachine guns and clear out the crap positions. Head on assault while the Simpson. There we go. He even uses tactical movement. No, I do believe it works sort of like the Storm Produce, meaning, you know, you have to sort of use it on the move. Maybe. Either way. Either way. That quickly cleared out the MD42. He could actually try and secure it if he sort of moved up so vehicle rapidly with some Sherman support. I definitely think he should consider that. Oh well, pull back there. He might have, you know, quickly popped the grenade then the gun is for no one, but again, looks like he decided not to. It's sort of slow and sort of quickly moving things up forward by this point in the fight. Miragefla might be getting slightly fatigued here. And MajorDong, on the other hand, still seems as energetic as previously before. And he's laying down further mines. He's doing his best to sort of further, you know, limit the mobility of Miragefla's armor. That's good, that's good. He's definitely commendable. And he's also been doing an alright job of keeping his mighty Tiger tank alive. Again, firing armor-piercing rounds, and there we go, mine went off. Damaged engine. Bad news there for Miragefla and his tankers. Oh, scheiße! An entire Panzer gonna just got wiped out in one go! They served like 2 heroes! And got blown apart, like most heroes tend to do, it seems. Oh, and the Sherman just fixed the engine damage, then it gets a Panzerfaust. And then the Tiger arrives, and then the Yankee is kaputt. Their paper Panzers are nothing against our mighty guns. And Kupfstiel. Also, here, good job actually having 3 pioneers sort of repair the armor. That's good. That allows again to sort of quickly keep it going. But we are seeing here that, you know, Dong's all beginning to suffer a bit. He does seem to have a bit of luck here in that, for whatever reasons, again, Miragefla seems extremely hesitant to use highest explosive rounds with his opponent. I mean, it's a bit surprising. But there we go, good use. They're using it as a minesweeper. As mines are hardly a threat there to enemy, to a tank.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Oh! I mean, that Scott's really getting dangerous there, veterancy too. I mean, the Scott is a very powerful anti-infantry weapon, but you shouldn't underestimate the Sherman high close rounds either. You can't help but feel that might be why, you know, he's doing it. He just feels like, you know, he doesn't have to do it with a Scott around. But again, you know, there's a good job then sort of combining the parts, because again, the Scott's sort of good at clearing out units, but again, the Sherman can also just do a lot of damage. I mean, it really possesses for an any medium tank with high explosive rounds the best splash damage, the best anti-infantry capabilities. I mean, it is... Oh no, but there you go, we got 2 Tigers now here, and really some heavy armor here trading out on the muddy grounds of southern Feymanville. But back here to Miragefla. Might be setting up for another pair of P-47 rocket strapes. Victory points are starting to turn against him here. Dong's script is getting very rough and very solid. He's starting to look like he's got Miragefla here by the jugular, and he's not going to give up, or for that matter, loosen his grip of Krupp steel.
Armor ready.
Rather than fire there, Sherman again hit by a Panzerfaust. Still an utter reluctance to use high explosive rounds there from Miragefla.
A capture point is under attack.
Anti-tank quickly turning around here. But close to the cleared out, need to be careful, shot there, and oh, almost gets the entire Grenadier squad there. Can the Pathfinder's finish off with a quick marksman shot? Never mind, the Scott did it, gaining veterancy free in the process. Good hit.
We're losing a capture point.
Jackson getting off a good hit there. Anti-tank needs to be pulled back though. Reinforce. Needs to be careful about moving that Jackson too close ahead. And there you go, got the Pack 40 firing.
We lost an infantry unit.
More infantry getting wiped out there. Yeah, and it looks like the crew is about to go down in front of the Tiger. Bit of a chaotic mess here. And we got the Pack Hounds also joining in the fun. But Miragefla has rather had the table turn him from being the one who was sort of dominant early on. He's suffering rather in the later game, as sort of the missed opportunities and the tactical mistakes sort of begin coming back to haunt him, as MajorDong is cruelly exploiting every weakness there is. Sort of, you know, that Miragefla sort of committed and given him. There you go, looks like another P-47 straight on straight versus the damaged Tiger. He seems very intent on getting it out of commission. There we go. Went down, went down.
Armor here. Let them get ready for action, gang. Spread the men out. Send your mission.
My apologies there. But, I mean, we sort of got a slight resting point there. We got P-47 staying around, looking for something, but can't quite find it. Peg 40's blasting away there. He needs to clear it up, but again, the high explosive rounds never quite seem to sort of cross his mind. Packhauser doing what he can. Force is struggling left and right. And there you go, got the rifle with BRs tearing through the Grenadiers quite quickly. I mean, they do possess a bit of firepower for their veterancy, but there we go. Give air for the Fleet Grenadiers at peak strength. Quickly make a mockery of that. Tiger taking it. They're closing in eventually to increase range, and Decrease scatter. The roaring of American aircraft engines above. Maybe British, actually. I know the Americans use them in some of their aircraft. I just don't know what, since I'm not exactly an aviation enthusiast, I'm afraid. So I'm less strong in that department. But there's definitely been a lot of explosions. This field has certainly seen a lot of, well, boom, if you will. But still, I mean, Miragefla, you know, keeping it up, he's sort of trying to hit different points, he's trying to spread out. MajorDong sort of trying to strike him, but again, he is beginning also running some problems with the strategy. As again, certain things keep haunting him, and his men get murdered, bled out. Other terrible things, but there we go. Closing in the grenades, we could see him go down. If MajorDong's not quick enough. And there we go, grenades go down, but need to get out there before the Tiger takes them down. Still a bit of a blow there to MajorDong, keeping him in the fight. It's MajorDong's infantry slowly getting, well, killed and rendered extinct. But as we might note here again, Miragefla is very much on the back foot here. He's very much holding back. The Pack 40 definitely seems to be sort of, you know, causing a bit of sort of, you know, mental image on him holding back. But again, it never seems to, you know, cause him to maybe switch over to high explosive rounds. Or for that matter, consider a 50 caliber round. Or 50 caliber machine gun sort of force, you know, MajorDong to send his Tiger, in which case you could maybe, you know, draw it in and knock it out with the anti-tank guns. I mean, some things there. Sherman firing down from gun. Panther 4 joining veteran feed for the Sherman. But it's about to go down, it's about to go down. I fear anti-tank not supporting either. Jackson needs to turn on. There we go. Sherman makes it out with a sliver of health. No! 9! Say, catch it!
We just lost a medium tank.
Free beer for Bernhard, who probably got it. Good shooting! And then he died, so, well, yeah. Free beer for whoever survived that. Bit of a nasty engagement there. Look briefly bright there for Miragefla again. Lack of high explosive rounds. Bites him in the arse once more. And the Sherman is basically a sooted smutch down the road.
Armor here. Gun troop ready.
Trying to get an anti-tank gun and save his victory point.
Ready for action.
Nice shot there. Tiger still receiving repairs points there, but both sides at this stage actually pretty exhausted. Very little left for either side. In fact, at the current moment, I mean, Miragefla is actually looking strong. I mean, sure, his opponent's got the heavier armor, but he's still got anti-tank to veteran 3. He's still got the most veteran units. He's also got more infantry. I mean, he's got one grenadier squad. That's it. I mean, if he can clear up the things here, then that could be GG. But again, there's a few mistakes that we sort of bitten in the arse throughout the fight. There goes about to lose it. There we go, down the Pack 40. And of course, that Tiger proving to be ever his nemesis. Another Scot on the way here.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Point sticking down there, Tiger pulling back. Getting desperate here for both sides. Dong is holding on by a sliver on his fingernails. He's got the armor to basically act as a tiny fire brigade to stem any issues on the front line here. Panther 4 joining in there. Captain almost wiped. Needs to fall back. Needs to fall back. And the Scot getting blasted as well by something.
M8A1 is on the field.
And the paratroopers need to go away before they get, well, turn into meat. Second Scot arrives. He probably should have gone for Jackson's help with the armor again. He's got a Pack House Victory and a Scot Victory. I don't think he needs more Scots. He needs something to maybe put a bit more fear into Dong's armor to force it back. Smoke, barraging there, murdering the enemy crew, trying to get the pop by the same time losing another. Rapid doing their best to stay hidden, but that won't last long. We got the armor moving in from every other side, ensuring they stay part of the way out of range of the anti-tank gun there. And since he only has to worry about one anti-tank gun, that of course makes the job a lot bloody easier. I mean, surprisingly enough, Miragefla has never gotten more than one anti-tank gun. Now the gun is just getting plastered there, well, annihilated. The 15th Panzer Division can probably at this point write off one entire Panzer company. And there we go. Scott went down. Tiger moving in, but the anti-tank is not pointing in the right direction. There goes another Scott about to go down. Tiger Blitzkrieg is forwards. Yeah, good offensive Blitzkrieg. That's the right spirit. Crush them beneath your jackboots. Smother them in their own blood and fumes. Turn the anti-tank on Panzer IV moving in. Tiger turns back here. Getting close to the anti-tank gun. There we go, anti-tank gun dead, GG, and game over. Good lord. Take too much effort to recruit packs as US. Well, it probably helps if you're using the high explosive rounds rather than the armor-piercing rounds, just saying. And again, another offensive blitz, wunderbar. And yes, the packs are good though, I'll give him that. Bet you a few there though for the Tiger, that's also a rare sight. Even despite having seen so many Tigers, to be honest. It's a good play there, good play, good handling. Apologies there again. It's a bit late. I know if you didn't pass the buff, I mean, yeah, again, I've said before they could be cheaper. I'll give them that, but I don't know, beyond that. Anyways, game over there. Brutal 1-1. This was extremely close. This was right down to the finish line. This was some very tense stuff there. I think Miragefla, to a long part of the game, had every chance of winning. But again, you know, there were certain mistakes he kept repeating. Certain, you know, issues he could never seem to overcome. And again, part of it was never using high close rounds. These Shermans are really... I mean, that's really an absolutely fundamental thing. So the Sherman, good players will always try to use the high close rounds, or at least really good players. I mean, Miragefla is not bad. I'm not going to say he's bad. He's a pretty good player himself. But again, you know, the lack of high close rounds really hurt him. I mean, again, he had every opportunity, for example, several times to clear up those packs, but never did it. Or infantry. I mean, he could have done so much more damage to the infantry of MajorDong had he simply used high close rounds, but again, he never quite did. Also assembling for only one anti-tank gun, and in case he's not really using it well, also hurt him a lot. I mean, he made a series of sort of critical tactical mistakes there. I mean, strategically, he was quite sound in many regards, but again, the tactical decisions basically hurt him, because Dong, on the other hand, being a strong tactician and also a reasonably good strategist, outplayed him that way. I mean, the Stuke, though, definitely was a foul up there. He could have done a lot more better with that. I mean, no mercy for Dong there. That's just a whipping. Publicly. I mean, you don't waste a Stuke like that. Well, as you know, good use of the pack setting up there, front there. But also, I mean, he'd end up creating a massive psychological effect, as you saw there. I mean, he was too concerned with the packs. He never saw the rest of it. He never saw the infantry he was gutting. I mean, note, Dong had barely any infantry left at the end. He largely pioneers and such. I mean, Miragefla was by any measure not doing poorly. But again, he was so focused on the packs, but at the same time did not take the good measures versus them, that he also to a certain extent always saw the Tiger. I mean, there are some problems there for Miragefla. And again, part tactical, maybe a bit psychological there, which allowed Dong to sort of excel. I mean, Dong, you know, could have done better with maybe some mortars, some smoke himself, a bit of infantry handling, maybe some more Stooks. But, you know, overall, he did pretty well to make good use of blitzkrieg, good use of tactical movement. I mean, that's great. And he also had a stronger grasp on the map, and again, you know, didn't make some of those silly tactical mistakes. Also, I mean, Miragefla could have changed things around again with 50 calibers. And again, I also feel like, you know, that early Stuart there was something he could have gone for. But, you know, again, merely my opinion. And of course, I mean, you know, he might have a different opinion, of course, on all of this. But I really think, you know, not getting the high close rounds at times, you know, really hurt him. And there's certainly also things, you know, he could have tried to sort of bait MajorDong into making mistakes, or at least force him to sort of commit at points where he can then sort of try and set up anti-tank, and so that way await such events there. But, you know, overall, a very exciting game, and again, you know, again, well played by both. I mean, you don't get something this close to the edge. I mean, really close in damage, that close in kills, also close in victory points. I mean, this was extremely close. Really good fighting there. So, hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you've learned a lot there again about, you know, how close rounds using attack, setting up attack to sort of expect counterattacks. Also, that was great there by Dong. Tactical movements, you know, using abilities like that. Great stuff there. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, of course. Learned something. And, you know, if you did, feel free to subscribe, share with friends, family, or whatever. If not, you know, send a video for some feedback in the comments. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers and thank you all for watching. Bye.